Good morning. So I'm back at Goytre Wharf car park. Again, very quiet. Feeling a bit better. Couple of days of COVID, lasts about a week, but I am feeling better. Thank God it wasn't as bad as the previous 2 times. I think I've had it 3 times and 3 vaccines, the joys of working in a hospital. But at least this time, it touch wood, it has really been quite mild. I've had worse winter colds, but touch wood. I'm just going to go really slowly today. And we're going to explore a kind of forgotten bit of the Brecon beacons, which is the little spit that sort of goes from Pontypool to Abergavenny. So we're starting at Goytre and we're going to go up Pentre Hill and then up onto the mountain from, it's like a moorland mountain from there. So we'll see you in a bit. Last time I was here I got really close to some lambs. Beautiful, aren't they? Certainly off the Sunday dinner menu tonight after being here. Lovely sweet animals, aren't they? So it's the start of the forest. You can't see this from the road, it's all tucked in behind this initial hill here, which is to the left of me. So we'll crack on, I'll show you some more in a minute. It's lovely bluebell wood. They're in abundance, loads of them. And flowering gorse. Beautiful. So this is it here. I've been all over the Brecon beacons and other places in the UK, as you can see from the channel, but this is stunning. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just so quiet and green and peaceful. I doubt I'll see, I make a sportsman's bet I'll see no one on this walk. So quiet. And you can see that our summit, the moorland one, just there, a couple of 100 metres above the forest line there. Lovely. The upper end of the forest valley. This field's cut so nice, it's like a golf course. In fact, I've played on worse golf courses than this. It's beautiful. There's a sheep barn up there. So I'm going to head down here onto the road, which will be shaded at least, and then up to the T-junction. And then we hang a right, and then should get up onto the fell side from there. Blorange in the distance there as well. And Sugarloaf actually, in the haze. Probably can't see that on here. Okay. There's just at a T-junction now, consulting the map. This is signpost Mynydd Garnclochdy, this says, which isn't the one we're going to, but it's kind of in a similar direction. So we're going to follow up here. I think this is the right path. And we'll bring you back in a bit. Lovely forest path. Basically walked through a bluebell wood up a steep uphill for about half an hour. Really nice. Right in the edge of that forest valley. There's the gate up onto the fell side. So while it's still shaded, I'm going to have a quick break and then get the sun gear on for the top bit, and should be good. See you in a sec. So out of the forest and onto the fell side, or the hillside, up to the moorland, which you see the summit spikes just there. So I reckon about 20 minutes and we'll be there. Gosh, she's enjoying it. Hear a cuckoo going in one of the trees, very loud. Right, get up there and see what the views are like. So I'm sorry about the views, because it's very hazy, but there's normally a beautiful view of the Skirridge from here. Sugarloaf and the Blorange are the sort of Abergavenny 3 peaks. I can see 4 red kites swooping around up there. Love those. My favourite bird. just symbolises the Brecon beacons. They're so majestic. And so do these guys, the sheep. We wouldn't be in Wales if we didn't have sheep. So the summit area is just up there on that ridge. We've got to just find the ken. I'll take you, I'll bring you back when we're up there. So at the summit ken, I'll let her off actually, the sheep have gone. Yeah, she'll be alright for a sec. There you go. Done. The true summit actually is there. Well, I've done that twice, so there's no need to go up there. The views are not any better. But this ken is the kind of nicest viewpoint. That's a shame about the view. Normally this is stunning. And that's Pentre Hill where we were. And the start point is down there in the valley. So it's a decent climb. I'd describe this as mild to moderately difficult. Today, being post-COVID and in the heat, I found it very difficult. But at least I'm getting out. First time I had COVID, come in 2020, I was working at the hospital, come straight over from China and Italy when all the medics were dying, and oh god, I was wiped for an entire month. Day 5, I couldn't breathe. It was terrifying. Actually, the first time in my life I thought I could die. But thank God, yeah, I recovered. It took me about 6 months. It took me a year actually to get fully back to normal. But yeah, just thank God that, you know, I'm able to do this today, because some of my colleagues and people I know, even, you know, non-medical people, they can't, got long-term effects from it. Anyway, on a more positive note, we're going to soak in the views and enjoy. This area is cool, just exploring the kind of, they're like moguls, aren't they, these little lumps. Just see what the view's like. That's Mynydd Garnclochdy in the distance. It's a really nice local hill as well, that one. Nice. Folly Tower there in the distance. So I did see 2 people today on the dirt bikes. Technically shouldn't be here because this is a national park, but I think they're allowed in the non-national park area, which is about 100 meters away, but I ain't gonna say anything. Obviously, live and let live, and they're having fun, that's all good. But they are noisy and they're not the best for the environment, I don't think, up here, but don't want to sound like too much of an old kit. Right, yeah, it's cool. Love it how it sort of drops. It feels like the sort of like a sort of edge of the world there. Right, we'll see you in a bit. So I've just trespassed into this field, but look at this. Bluebells. It's stunning. Never seen so many in my life in one place. It's not even a wood, it's just a field full of them. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like walking through a sea of blue. It's so idyllic. Right in the thick of it now. Literally a whole field of bluebells as far as you can see. So exploring the bluebells is my second Roy Cropper moment today. And the first one being moaning about the dirt bikes. They're alright. I think the problem I have with them is they significantly disturb the solitude of the fell side, which is the treasured sort of gift of it, isn't it? I'm sure Wainwright would have described them as ghastly. So just on our way down, I was at the top of Pentre Hill up there, which we went the other day. Last view into the valley. Hope you enjoyed that one. That's a fantastic walk. It's good for a hot day because you're doing most of the climb in a forest valley in the shade. And I tell you what, if anyone's comes to these parts to do one of the Abergavenny, you know, 3, the Blorins Sugarloaf Skirrid, try this one. It's a fantastic alternative. It's quiet and it's so beautiful, and the climb is very similar, probably more actually than some of the tourist path routes up those. So yeah, it's really good. Very happy place. See you again.